Hello, welcome back to the cul-de-sac, kids. I'm the Pixel Doctor, ready to get some candy.
And I am Fexed.
We're just gonna spend our money and see how many we can get. We got Greek,
This should work.
Swedish. I don't know how many we can
This should
get
work.
with how much we have. Slovak.
This should work.
Don't have enough. It should be about half of the jawbreakers from the... There's 6 more. I know where the last, or well, the next level is going to take place because I was roaming around before. And we do have all the costumes for one of the bonus levels, but we'll do the bonus levels at the end.
Yeah. Which one do you, it's the monster one?
Yeah.
Nice.
So I guess you get all those costumes first. We need money.
Also, I was looking into it. Yes, it was Fusion Fall, that game that we were talking about the last time.
Okay, so I was right.
I want one of those.
Yeah.
You, lower than a pathetic wee roach egg boy? Do not puncture roach copper nickel! You must traverse the treacherous trail of hardiness to earn
See, I thought this was the last level, but I guess my memory was wrong on that.
Yeah, because this is the 4th, right?
Right.
Yes.
Come on, guys.
Then you concede defeat to the last victor.
I don't remember this level being too bad, but I remember there being a segment where you had to like race Kevin, and that could be a
I'm
little
not gonna let Shovel Chin get back.
strict.
We accept your challenge.
Honestly, if you use the batter ed, it's kind of easy.
Yeah, that's what I recall, but I just remember I struggling at one point as a kid, I guess we'll say. I don't know. I thought the rest of this game was going to be easy, and then we spent an hour trying to find one jawbreaker.
It is your rightful duty to ensure that they do not succeed.
It'll be my pleasure.
This one, I think, only has 2 jawbreakers in it. I was looking before. Maybe 3. I can't remember.
Well, we'll see.
Oh, we can double check before we go in, since this game's nice like that. Alright, yeah, 3 jawbreakers, 1 egg, and then 1 costume. Oh, I have to do the... okay. Oops.
Losers.
I slipped.
Uh-huh.
Take a nice little throw.
Losers.
I did it for the barrel reset.
Man, basic 3D platforming, yeah?
It's for the barrel reset.
Uh-huh.
There's only 3 jawbreakers, so we shouldn't struggle too much trying to find them. Double D's kind of stuck in there.
Those sound like famous last words.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll see. I remember this one being pretty open for the most part, so I really don't think we'll struggle.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what was the point in that? Alright then. And still... Okay, now. I have to get used to the buttons again. Wait, what the?
What happened?
He's like in the ground now. He's still throwing things at me.
Huh.
Alright. Hopefully that won't be a problem.
So that's clearly destructible.
It was. Gave us more of these, which I don't know. I don't know why.
That can't be back there, can it?
I guess so, because there's nothing else there. I don't know, this game surprised me in weird ways. bad thing. I'm not really sure what that's supposed to be.
I think it's just a really fat squirrel.
I guess so.
I am a woodpecker! What's up with dirt?
Oh, I just have money in it.
And now we know.
I think this is something for Double D.
It is.
It was... Double D seems to get stuck on the wood. He can't quite figure it out.
Intriguing.
You know, he's so used to dealing with, like, metal and more advanced materials, wood just throws him completely for a loop.
I'm not sure what that did. That might be for something later if I get a bunch of them. I don't know. Come on, then. It's got a weird turning radius when you're carrying something.
So what theory do you consign to over what is under Double D's hat?
I think he's just, like, bald. And he's just embarrassed about it.
My favorite.
He's got some, like, weird birthmarks or something.
My favorite one, in a similar vein of being bald and embarrassed, is that one of his parents cuts his hair. Like it's just something that they do, and he's forced to let them. And he's embarrassed by the hairstyle that they pick for him.
That actually does make sense too. I saw the sign. I thought it was the start of the race segment. I was clearly wrong. Chimp World. Yeah, I remember that episode where like the Eds were missing and no one knew where they were. Got themselves stuck.
Mm-hmm. Well, it wasn't they got themselves stuck. Ed was missing parts of his costume, and they were going around trying to find it.
Well, they were doing their own thing in the background, but like the other kids of the cul-de-sac were.
Yeah, they went and made use of. Yeah, they went and made use of Chimp World on their own, and ended up destroying it, getting hurt.
I'm pretty sure they were all like stuck and trapped in it.
Yeah, except for Kevin, because he was the only one who was skeptical the whole time, and then he went.
He was having like a panic attack the whole time. The easiest game of whack-a-mole ever. There's only one mole at a time. Jimmy's moving pretty fast here, for what it's worth.
And nobody thinks to ponder what Jimmy is doing here in the first place.
Nope.
Or why Ed thinks this is appropriate, knowing his sister's capacity to rip him a new one.
Well, they told him to do this, so... It was in that cutscene a second ago.
And that just makes it all okay.
Yeah. Supposed to go that way. Huh. Jawbreaker number one.
Yummy in my tummy.
There has to be a good spot to grind for money on somewhere, because like I remember
Honestly,
playing this through.
Mostly because of that. You already busted it, but there was something early on that had one of the gold coins in it.
Yeah.
I used to farm this level back to back to back. Like I used to think this was the easiest one.
Probably. Oh.
Also, I got to thinking about it after the last episode. I honestly cannot remember the last time I had a jawbreaker.
I don't think I've ever had one. Oh, there it is.
Really? Never had a jawbreaker?
No, because they're very big for the most part. Like most jawbreakers are a decent size.
The normal ones, not so much. Like you get those like MLB baseball size ones. Those are really more of a novelty, and you spend the majority of the time licking the damn thing trying to get it smaller. The average jawbreaker is about the size of those gumballs that used to be in the coin machines at restaurants.
Well, I've not seen one of those before. I did not mean to do that.
Which, now that I think about it, the last time I had a jawbreaker was also, coincidentally, around the time that they still had gumball coin machines in restaurants.
Yeah, you don't really see those anymore. I mean, some places still have them, but very rarely.
Yeah, like the more retro places have them, but by and large, it's just something that's been left by the wayside. Like, understandably so. Those machines are very easy to screw with and put something in that could probably make the candy inside detrimental to your health.
Well, that and they probably just aren't as profitable these days.
It depends, you know, if you want to cast inflation on the gumball machine, I'm sure you can make it to where it's multiple quarters instead of just the one.
My. Intriguing.
I'm curious of what that's... Oh, it's opening those doors. That's what it's doing. Okay. We have to get the power still, so... This is like the most puzzle-based level, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. You remember, are there still any restaurants, in your town that have, like, jukeboxes in them? Like those old school, like, put however much in and you can pick, like, 5 songs from their assortment of albums?
I don't think so.
Because I remember the Pizza Hut on the main road used to have one.
Well, Pizza Hut's been long gone.
Oh, is it? What's there now?
It's some sort of medical care thing. Eddie, grab the thing.
Wow, that's actually not what I expected at all.
Well, the Pizza Hut's been gone for like over 15 years now.
Yeah, well, see, I didn't have much of a chance to, because I came up about a year and a half, like almost 2 years ago for my sister's wedding, and I didn't get a chance to leave the hotel and really go and look around town much, so I don't know what all is still there.
I'm hitting the wrong button, that's why.
The parts I did see, however, pleasantly unchanged.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, there's been some small changes here and there. Damn rats.
Can't say I'm surprised. It's the town you have to drive through to get to the town that people actually want to visit when they come down.
Yeah, pretty much. Over here, I gotta grab the thing again. At least I know the right button to hit this time.
It's okay. It can't possibly be any worse.
Son of a bitch.
Or maybe it can.
Yeah, it didn't go in the thing. Maybe I have to be like... I guess I'd probably be at the other side of it. Let's try that, see how that goes.
What I like about you, Pix, you never cease to surprise me.
Losers.
That being all wobbly makes me think like they're gonna fall off, so I try to really counterbalance, and I don't need to counterbalance, but it makes me feel like I have to.
And see, here I thought you were just trying to surprise me on purpose.
Ouch!
Respond. Like, look how wobbly that is. That makes me think I have to
Just
counterbalance.
keep your eye on Big Ed. Big Ed sets the precedent for everybody else.
Alright, why is that not working? Am I missing something here? Have to go into a specific slot, maybe? It's...
I believe the wires on the main machine are color-coded, so you just gotta find the green one.
Are they? Oh, there.
Oh, look!
Nope. Rat. Okay, well, at least now I know the color code. I saw the squares, I didn't realize all the wires were to be that bad. I thought there was just the 2 there. Alright. Well, now I know what I'm doing, so... Hopefully, by this point, it would already be going out if things work out, but hopefully by tomorrow we'll finish up our recording of, Johto.
Here's hoping. I mean, you really expect us to finish up the Kanto gym leaders and beat Red tomorrow?
It's possible.
It's not impossible, it's just very unlikely.
I don't even think it's that unlikely, because, like, there's really nothing after the fact.
I just hope we get a good cast turnout. Also, at the time of this recording, we're also due, starting tomorrow, to have, I believe, a small hurricane make landfall just southwest of us.
Well, isn't that fun?
I mean, not so much for the place it's gonna actually hit, but... What the hell?
Yeah, that... Okay. Weird choice of
Sure.
placement.
But yeah, we'll probably just be due for some rain and heavy winds, but I'm hoping not too much beyond that.
Only hope for the best. Get out of here, you.
Always. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. Yeah, I'm very glad that I have I've got a period of leave coming up here soon, so I'll have to go to work on Wednesday, but I won't have to Thursday through Saturday like usual. So thankfully, I'll be able to avoid the majority of the storm shit, because I'm sure if I was working normally, I'd be forced to stay at the university overnight until things cleared up.
Well, look at that. Worked out.
Yeah, I've had to do that before. Not fun.
Got one jawbreaker. Gotta imagine the second one's near. Uh-oh. Oh,
Rodents of unusual size? I don't think they exist.
What a very random joke for them to have made in that movie, and it still is used mostly as, if anyone does, it's usually quoted in games, because I think the Fallout series quotes that a bit.
Wouldn't surprise me. I'm pretty sure there's a reference to it in Elder Scrolls too, because
Think so.
skeevers are fairly common throughout the games.
Yeah, I think so. I think I vaguely remember something about that.
I mean, I just like the movie.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Nah, you got this.
Sorry. Doesn't look like anything's in there, but I was supposed
Never.
to put them in that color order. Well, if we're missing a jawbreaker, I know where it'll be. Chicken! There's our egg. So we got both the egg and the costume.
Mm-hmm.
Swinging. Damn alligators. Get out of here. Oh, and there's a staircase going down, so let's just check down here, make sure there's nothing hidden down here real quick.
No reason not to.
Never mind. Alright, that's just a fucking lie.
Why is that there?
That's just a lie. Alright. I'm glad you also thought that would allow us to go down there.
Yeah, no, that was some straight up portal cake ass bullshit.
Can't go in there.
You have done well, Ed boys, but your real challenge awaits. Best victor in a headbutt, and you may continue.
Smash heads with a goat? You gotta be kidding me!
Oh, get them, Victor!
Victor has seen better days.
Get ready to batter edge your way past Victor. Don't worry, Double D and I have your back.
Okay, Eddie!
I think we have to knock him off or just go past him.
No, you have to knock them off.
Losers!
Ideally, whilst not falling off yourself.
It's kind of hard to turn it. Ah!
Incidentally, it yields the same effect if you turn sharply and use Eddy and Double D to kind of whip him.
Well, I think we knocked him off into the water. Yeah, so.
I think so. Yeah, we're all smoothing.
Alright, nice and easy. Still don't have that other two jawbreakers.
For
I
a bunch
feel
of
like they're part of
dwarfs,
this, but
the race ain't
I guess we'll
over
find out.
yet.
We'll be waiting for you at the finish line.
In your dreams.
Yeah, because Kevin waits until you have to. Because Kevin waits until you cross the starting line before he goes or that timer goes.
Yeah. Okay, so watch out for those like lighter.
Yeah, the lighter colored parts of the floor fall out.
Yummy, yummy in my tummy.
Worth it, actually.
Not bad. Losers.
I'll concede to that.
Got one jawbreaker. Just gotta keep an eye out for the alternate paths. And if we don't find it, like I said, it's probably back at that color door.
I can't see them doing 2 jawbreakers in the race.
I can. like I said, keep an oh, I could not see that.
Not bad.
I'm gonna pound
I
ya.
could.
Hey, you can see it in retrospect.
No, I could see it before you ran right into it. Hey, Zach. Be careful, there's a part of the floor that's... Ah, okay, there you go.
Should have warned me a little faster.
Well, you know. Where would the content be then? Pretty sure there's one, like, right up against the finish line, too. Like, kind of a last fuck you that the game throws at you.
Maybe, probably. I believe it. So very long. Oh, I saw it and I ran right into it.
How did you... I'm not even mad. That was just impressive.
It's a very long course, too. I do not remember it
And
being
yet-
this long.
And yet, this is one of my most fondly remembered parts of the level.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's bad, it's just long.
Yeah, just having this long stretch to watch Ed go into his little, like, dead sprint for a while. Like, what's not to love?
This is probably the most fun move the Eds have in their combined
Yeah.
arsenal.
And every opportunity, or every situation you're in up until this point that necessitates you use it, it's always for just a brief, fleeting moment. This is the one time where you actually have a prolonged use of it. I mean, unless you're one of those crazy kids that uses it to get around in the overworld, in which case, you know, what are you even doing?
See you there.
Yeah, there it is.
Okay, so we did miss the one jawbreaker, I imagine.
It's got to be that colored gate, yeah.
Next time I won't let
Unless
you
there's
off
something
so
after
easy.
this, but I don't think there is. I'm pretty sure it's the end part.
Congratulations, Ed boy. You have done well. But I have only one badge and there are 3 of you.
Give it to me. I did most of the work.
Eddie! Oh no, Ed boy. An urban ranger must do the honorable thing.
Here, I will trade you for mine. It's got shiny things on it.
I like his stunned look, because like he doesn't know what he did wrong.
He never does.
Alright, so we gotta go back and grab that, and like I said, I'm pretty sure it's because of that. And since we're here, we'll grab a jawbreaker. I think we can have enough of
I think you're right.
it. It's also...
Yeah, there are certain times where Big Ed is just Eddy's, and I think on one or two occasions, Double D's just emotional punching bag.
My,
Yeah,
intriguing.
that's kind of what his role in the show was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was, like, Double D was the brains, Eddy was the charismatic one, and Ed was the muscle.
Let's see. Okay, it doesn't look like we're going there next. Looks like we're probably going to the mansion next. Yep. Okay, so after we get our jawbreaker here, we'll go over there. Should probably be next episode, just because we gotta go find the jawbreaker.
Uh-huh.
Hopefully it won't take as long as last time, but I'm like... Yeah, we can skip all this. We know what we're doing now. And the nice thing, once we get the jawbreaker, we're done.
So, I remember Blue came first. Do you remember the exact sequence on that gate?
Not off the top of my head, but it's right there, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I more or less just challenged myself to see if I could remember it. I could not. I only saw it for a very brief moment.
Whoa!
Loser.
Ed slipped.
You even course corrected.
Yeah, I know. I let go of the controller and he just slipped. That didn't look like a hit, but I'll take it.
The game is very forgiving.
Which is nice. Now I know why this was here. Wrong button. This stuff. I think this level, you probably used all 3 Eds the most.
Stop goofing around.
Well, that was convenient placement.
A little bit.
Yeah, I think that's another reason I like it, is it gets to call on everybody's unique skills. I think with the sole exception of the trampolet, I don't think you use that here at all.
You don't really use it too much at all to begin with. Probably the least used skill out of all of them. Well, actually,
Yeah.
Eddy's stacking ability might be the least used.
Well, that one you at least need to get across narrow footpaths like what you're doing here. I would argue probably the El Mongo Stink Bomb is the one that gets used the least.
Yeah, it's... You have no reason to use it.
No, or because everything it does, you can accomplish by just doing something else. In most cases. I seem to recall there's like 1 or 2 instances where you actually need to use it, but by and large, it's outperformed by any other thing in these 3 categories.
We're here, so we might as well get a little money out of it.
I wonder, does it have a stun feature?
This should work.
Stink bomb? Yeah, I don't think it does damage. I think it only stuns.
Oh, well, then I guess if you're really trying to finesse the combat in this game, and I say that with sarcastic air quotes,
Yeah.
I guess it would have a pretty niche use then.
Nothing there. Yeah, it... Oh, camera.
Yeah, it just kind of defeats the purpose when Ed's little face bash is like the
It's very
like
easy.
Donkey Kong. It's like Donkey Kong's down B or the Thunder Hammering Gauntlet. Like it takes out what's in front of him and then everything that gets too close.
It's very easy to use, and very quick too. Like... And you can use it in rapid succession.
Mm-hmm.
My.
Which you can do with the other
Intriguing.
attacks, but not with the stink bomb.
Yeah.
Use your head up.
You gotta do this again. Let's take a minute here.
Like, I'm willing to concede that he's listening to something that Eddy told him to do, because that's pretty much his whole identity. I still have to question what Jimmy's doing here.
I think they just wanted something to hit, although I think Johnny would have been more...
Yeah, it would have been way more apt, because he's already been the obstinate, like, pissing off character once in this game already.
Yeah, Johnny has always kind of been the secondary punching bag, I would say. Jimmy too, but not as much.
Jimmy is more Sarah's punching bag.
Yeah, Jimmy's kind of whipped. She doesn't, like, bully him, but she definitely has, like...
Oh, no, she does. She's very emotionally abusive to him.
I have to rewatch. I don't really remember too much about that.
Yeah, Sarah basically does... I forget what the exact clinical term is, but she basically keeps his self-esteem low so that she can be the dominant personality between the two.
I mean, with the show like Eddy, there's not too much to analyze, but the little bits that there are...
Yeah, it's worth analyzing what's there, but there's one point, I forget the exact circumstances that got Jimmy hurt, but when he's complaining to Sarah, he said, "Sarah, I got an owie," and rather than console him, she just pats him on the head and goes, "It's okay, Jimmy, you're used to it."
Oh, yeah. Eddy?
Where the hell did he go?
Oh, I guess he was stuck in the, like, the one room.
Huh.
He was, like, stuck over there, I guess, probably behind the barrel.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot to pick apart, but I did catch that through subsequent rewatches of the series. Where the fuck?
Where did he... He just appeared. I don't know where he was.
Does like the concept of jumping just make them glitch out?
I don't know. It must be certain platforms that are bothering them.
Oh, have you heard? I'm sure you have. It's very old as far as internet lore is concerned, but have you heard the Purgatory fan theory?
Oh, with these... Yeah. Well, the theory that all the kids are dead, and yeah, with their tongues and all that.
Yeah. The cul-de-sac is purgatory,
Yeah,
and the only...
I never liked that theory.
I find it to be an interesting read, but I don't put any stock in it.
Well, the writers have said themselves their tongues are colored because of the candy they've eaten.
Right.
So, like, that makes way more sense.
Well, see, that's also the thing with fan theories is regardless of which one you're looking at and no matter how well composed it is, you have to suspend your disbelief in what you already know to be factual about the series.
Yeah, it just was 2 out of 3. Ed and Eddy's weird, but it's not, like, dark like
Right.
that.
Like, that's why I'm saying I don't put any stock in it, but I do think it's an interesting read.
Yeah. Alright, so we gotta do blue, green, orange,
Oh, look!
red.
Red. Blue, green, orange, red. Okay.
Where's the blue one? That's the orange. That one's the... Well, we'll knock that down while I'm over here.
Are there... Is there, Are there any other prevalent fan theories about this show?
I don't think so. I think there's something about... like, something about Naz, I think. Like, she's like a boy or something like that. I don't remember.
See, I haven't heard that one.
It might be an artificially constructed memory, but
Oh, like one of those Mandela effect sort of things.
yeah. I mean, when you're online all the time and you read all these theories, so stuff kind of tends to blend together a bit.
Well, yeah, then, anyone who's watching this video and who isn't familiar with it, Ed, and Eddy Purgatory Theory. Again, a little far-fetched, but still nonetheless interesting.
A bit more far than a little to me.
I mean, no more far-fetched than the premise of the cartoon itself.
I guess so.
You
I
gotta
don't
take
know.
these things with a grain of
The
salt.
show never really handled death as a subject matter at all.
No, it never did.
I think it did some like little jokes like, oh no, it's a zombie or whatever, but that's about the extent of it.
And even then, that likely would have been limited to a Halloween episode.
Well, I mean, Ed would talk like about like he would mention the title of like a gory subject, but even that was like very minimal.
I think, like, the only one, funnily enough, like, one of the ones who gets explored in some of the darkest detail, I think, is Rolf.
Yeah. Well, if Rolf was like probably the most interesting character for the fact that he was a foreigner, so he doesn't quite know how things. He doesn't know normal in terms of their normal. He knows his normal.
Well, while that's true, I was more referencing there's an episode in one of the later seasons where everybody at Peach Creek High has pen pals,
Yeah.
and Ed's pen pal is from the same country that Rolf is apparently from, and starts sending him like a bunch of wolf memorabilia, and that apparently triggers some PTSD in Rolf of like when he was attacked by like a man wearing a wolf pelt in the woods.
I don't know if it was a man wearing a pelt or just the wolf itself, but yeah.
Oh, the flashback he had was a man wearing a pelt.
I remember him having a flashback. Hey, there's the door.
Yeah, there was a flashback of like a little young Rolf going to get one of his sheep, not being able to find the sheep, and then being attacked by there's your dog, and being attacked by the wolf.
I have to go look that up to remind me, because I don't think that's...
But then it went even further, because now, traumatized, he believes that Ed is in league with this person who traumatized him as a child, and he straight up abducts him and tortures him for answers.
Well, yeah, that part, yeah. Well, dark subject matter aside, we got the last Jawbreaker for that level, so we'll see you guys next time in the next level.
Later.